Alright, here we are, 2000 Toyota RAV4. I've made two previous videos on this issue so far. Getting the code P0104, EGR flow valve, or EGR valve flow insufficient. There's your EGR valve. I've had it off twice now. It is indeed good and working. Upon doing some further research, there's a thing called a VSV, vacuum switching valve, which is, it's in between the EGR valve here and this modulator. Problem is, it's somewhere down in there, so if you want to know where it is, there's a vacuum hose that comes off of the modulator and one that comes off of the EGR valve here. And just basically, and they go into one sheathing hose, so just kind of follow that down, and I believe it's bolted onto the back of the head up under there. So I think the first step here, I'm going to pull the battery out just so I can get my arm in there a little better. Alright, well, as it turns out, it is indeed quite a pain in the ass to get to. I mean, I can get my hand down on it. Just follow these two lines. They come down, they go into separate ones, and then it's like right up under there. Yeah, that's about the best view I can give you. It's there, I'm touching it now. Okay, so after fishing my hand around in there for a while, I've come to the conclusion that I'm not even going to bother trying to actually remove it, for the simple reason that there's actually no need for it to be mounted where it is. It's just there because that's where they put it. So I'm just going to try and get the two vacuum lines off and the connector. I think it's a 2-wire connector, and because I'm pretty sure I need a new one anyways. But yeah, there's a hole, in an unused bolt hole in the firewall that I'm just gonna mount it there. You know, just shorten the vacuum lines enough that they're not all cattywampus under there, and you know, just clip your pin back in, because yeah, there's no reason it needs to be mounted in such a stupid location. So here, I'll show you that bolt hole. And there she is right there, that bolt. Not holding anything in, just hanging out there. And $50 later, there's the part number. And there you go. Vacuum switching valve. Alrighty, finally got that plug unplugged, if you can see it. Alright, meow. That was by far the hardest part. I was coming in from the top, reaching in, pulling on it, and then I had my buddy coming in from the side. You're not really going to be able to see, but put it this way, you shine a flashlight, get yourself a long screwdriver, and you can see the little blue switch in there. And my buddy was pushing the little tab in, and I was pulling on it, and teamwork, right on. Okay, so here's the new one. The line off of the EGR goes into the top one there, and then this one goes over to the modulator. So that little plug down there, I think, is just long enough to be able to mount this thing here in that little unused bolt hole area. So yeah. Oh, one thing also, this has a little tab on it here. I'm just gonna need to bend that flat so it'll mount flush to the firewall there. Okay, and here we go. Got our two lines routed, and I just got her mounted there on the firewall. Got the plug in, fits just perfectly, didn't even have to clip it and extend the wires or anything. Right on. That's a much better place for it rather than all cattywampus under the intake. Yeah, so all in all, not terribly complicated. It's just a bitch to get your hand down in there and unplug them vacuum lines and get that switch undone. That's the hardest part. I actually just ended up cutting one of the vacuum lines, but for where I relocated it, they're more than long enough. So I call that a job well done. Hopefully this solves the problem, because I do have to get the stupid emissions testing done by the end of this month. So I guess I'm just going to take it out, put 40-50 miles on it, and hopefully the check engine light will finally go off. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching.